In the world of gastronomy, certain foods transcend mere sustenance to become symbols of ultimate luxury, exclusivity, and human desire. Today, we journey through time to uncover the extraordinary histories of delicacies that have captivated kings, emperors, and connoisseurs for millennia. From the mysterious underground fungi worth more than gold to the precious pearls of the sea, these are the foods that define luxury itself. Our story begins with the Sumerians, who lived in present-day Iraq around 4500–1900 BCE, believed to be the first to have enjoyed truffles as a food source. These mysterious underground fungi have been shrouded in legend since antiquity. Ancient Greek philosophers such as Plutarch, Pliny the Elder, and Dioscorides wrote about truffles, attributing their growth to mysterious natural phenomena like thunder and lightning. The very mystery of their origin made them magical in ancient minds. In ancient Rome, truffles were considered a luxury food and were believed to possess aphrodisiac properties. They were enjoyed by emperors and the elite, often served at opulent banquets alongside other exotic delicacies. The Roman emperors reserved the finest truffles for their most important diplomatic occasions. But what makes these fungi so extraordinary? Truffles are a type of fungi that grow underground, typically in close proximity to the roots of specific trees, such as oak, hazelnut, and beech. They form a symbiotic relationship with their host tree, exchanging nutrients and water in a mutually beneficial partnership. This intricate relationship makes cultivating truffles nearly impossible, contributing to their astronomical value. Today, the most expensive truffle ever sold was a massive 1.5 kilograms white truffle discovered in Tuscany, Italy. In 2007, this rare find was auctioned off for a staggering $330,000. Alba truffles are incredibly fragile, earning their title as the most opulent, expensive truffles. From the depths of the Caspian Sea emerges our next treasure. The word caviar originates from the Persian term caviar, meaning egg-bearing. Persians were the first to recognize the nutritional and culinary value of sturgeon roe, considering it a source of strength and vitality. By the 9th century, Russian tsars and nobility embraced beluga caviar as the ultimate luxury. Fishermen along the Volga and Caspian rivers supplied sturgeon roe to the royal courts. Caviar became a diplomatic gift exchanged between Russian emperors and European monarchs. The crown jewel of caviar is beluga, sourced from the magnificent beluga sturgeon. The beluga sturgeon can take up to 20 years to reach maturity. The fish harvested for caviar are often nearly 900 kilograms. With a history dating back over 200 million years to the Jurassic period, these fish live long lives, with some 15 years necessary for females to form the esteemed roe. The most expensive caviar is almaz, a golden caviar produced by very rare female albino sturgeon between 60 and 100 years old, which swims in the southern Caspian Sea near Iran. A kilogram is regularly sold for $20,000. The modern caviar trade was revolutionized by the Petrosian brothers, Melkum and Muche, who fled Armenia in 1920 and established their caviar empire in Paris. They transformed caviar from a regional delicacy into a global luxury symbol. In the serene landscapes of Japan, a culinary miracle unfolds through centuries of meticulous breeding. Cattle were brought to Japan from China in about the 2nd century AD in the Yayoi period. Until about the time of the Meiji Restoration in 1868, they were used only as draft animals. Wagyu were originally draft animals used in agriculture and were selected for their physical endurance. This selection favored animals with more intramuscular fat cells, marbling, which provided a readily available energy source. The pinnacle of Wagyu is Kobe beef. Kobe beef is Wagyu beef from the Tajima strain of Japanese black cattle, raised in Japan's Hyogo prefecture around Kobe City. To be labeled Kobe, cattle must meet 7 standards: bullock or virgin cow, Tajima-gyu born within Hyogo Prefecture, fed on a farm within Hyogo Prefecture, meat processed within Hyogo Prefecture, marbling rating of 6 or higher on a 12-point scale, meat quality rating of 4 or higher on a 5-point scale, and an overall weight not exceeding 470 kilograms. In Japan, Wagyu cattle are typically raised on small farms and receive individualized attention to create a stress-free environment. Some farmers massage their animals, which promotes relaxation. In some cases, the cattle are given beer or sake to stimulate appetite. Kobe beef is expensive, partly because only about 3,000 head of cattle may qualify as Kobe per year. Depending on the cut, Wagyu can fetch anywhere from $30 per kilo for ground beef to $600 per kilo for prime rib in the US. In the misty dawn of Kashmir and the sun-drenched plateaus of Iran, farmers engage in one of the world's most delicate harvests. Saffron, derived from the flower Crocus sativus, represents the ultimate intersection of beauty, rarity, and culinary magic. Each flower produces only 3 precious red stigmas, and it takes approximately 150 flowers to yield just 1 gram of saffron. The harvest window is brutally short, just 2 weeks each autumn, and must be completed by hand in the early morning hours before the sun wilts the delicate flowers. Saffron's history stretches back over 3,500 years. Ancient Persians cultivated it not just for cooking, but for its supposed medicinal properties and as a luxury dye. Cleopatra bathed in saffron-infused milk, believing it enhanced her beauty. Medieval European nobles paid more for saffron by weight than for gold. Today, premium saffron from Kashmir or Spain commands prices exceeding $5,000 per kilogram, making it literally worth more than gold. The labor-intensive harvest, requiring up to 200 hours of work per kilogram, ensures that saffron remains one of the world's most precious spices. In the ancient oak forests of southwestern Spain, a remarkable transformation occurs that takes nearly 4 years to complete. Here, in the Dehesa ecosystem, the indigenous black Iberico pig creates one of the world's finest cured meats. The secret lies in the bellota, the acorns from ancient oak trees. These pigs spend their final months in autumn freely roaming the forests, consuming up to 20 kilograms of acorns daily. This diet, rich in oleic acid, creates the distinctive marbling and nutty flavor that makes Iberico ham so prized. The curing process is an art form passed down through generations. The finest grade, bellota, requires pigs to gain at least 50% of their weight from acorns alone. The hams then age for up to 48 months in temperature-controlled caves, developing complex flavors that can only be achieved through time and patience. Master cortadores, ham slicers, undergo years of training to achieve paper-thin slices that melt on the tongue. A single leg of the finest Iberico ham can command over $1,000, reflecting the years of care and tradition invested in its creation. Each autumn in Japan, a peculiar madness grips the nation as foragers venture into pine forests, searching for one of the world's most aromatic treasures. The matsutake mushroom, with its distinctive spicy sweet fragrance, has been revered in Japanese culture for over 1,000 years. References to matsutake appear in Japanese literature as early as the 8th century, where they were presented as gifts to the imperial court. Their intense aroma, often described as a combination of cinnamon and pine, made them highly prized in traditional kaiseki cuisine. Prime matsutake can sell for over $2,000 per kilogram in Japan. The first mushrooms of the season, offered at special auctions, have fetched even more astronomical prices, with single specimens selling for hundreds of dollars. In the pre-dawn darkness of Tokyo's fish markets, a drama unfolds that captures the intersection of tradition, gastronomy, and conservation. The mighty bluefin tuna, apex predator of the oceans, has become one of the world's most valuable fish. For centuries, bluefin tuna was considered too fatty and was often discarded by Japanese fishermen. It wasn't until the post-World War II era that the fatty belly portion, otoro, became prized in sushi cuisine. This transformation in taste created one of the most dramatic shifts in culinary history. The annual New Year auction at Tokyo's fish markets regularly sees record-breaking sales. In 2019, a single bluefin tuna sold for $3.1 million, highlighting the extraordinary value placed on the finest specimens. The fish's marbling size and fat content determine its price, with the most prized sections commanding hundreds of dollars per piece. Today, wild bluefin populations face severe pressure from overfishing. Conservation efforts and aquaculture operations struggle to balance the enormous demand with sustainable practices, making each wild-caught specimen increasingly precious. Perhaps no luxury food generates more passionate debate than foie gras, the enlarged liver of ducks and geese. This ancient delicacy represents the complex relationship between culinary tradition, ethics, and gastronomy. The technique of enlarging waterfowl livers dates back over 4,000 years to ancient Egypt, where geese were force-fed to prepare them for the afterlife. Romans refined the practice, and the word foie gras itself means fatty liver in French. France elevated foie gras to an art form during the Renaissance. It became a cornerstone of haute cuisine, prized for its rich buttery texture and complex flavor. The southwestern regions of Périgord and Landes became renowned for producing the finest foie gras, with techniques passed down through generations. Today, foie gras faces intense scrutiny over animal welfare concerns. Several countries have banned its production or importation, while others defend it as cultural heritage. This controversy has sparked innovation, with some producers developing alternative methods and plant-based alternatives. These extraordinary foods represent more than mere ingredients. They embody humanity's eternal pursuit of the rare, the perfect, and the sublime. From ancient Sumerian truffle feasts to modern Tokyo tuna auctions, each delicacy carries within it centuries of tradition, innovation, and human passion. Today, these luxury foods face unprecedented challenges. Climate change threatens matsutake habitats, overfishing endangers bluefin tuna, and environmental degradation affects truffle-producing regions. The future of luxury gastronomy depends not just on tradition, but on our ability to preserve these precious resources. Yet human ingenuity continues to find ways to honor these traditions while adapting to modern realities. From truffle cultivation research to sustainable caviar farming, the pursuit of luxury drives innovation in conservation and production methods. What unites these delicacies is their ability to transform a meal into a moment of transcendence. They remind us that food can be art, history, and poetry combined. In a world of mass production and artificial flavors, these luxury foods maintain their power to astonish, to connect us with our past, and to celebrate the extraordinary bounty of our natural world. If this journey through the world's most exquisite flavors has stirred your senses, if the rarity, tradition, and artistry behind these delicacies resonate with you, then join our community of fine taste explorers. Subscribe to our channel for more stories about luxury gastronomy, share your impressions in the comments, and tell us which extraordinary delicacy you'd like us to unveil next. Your curiosity fuels our storytelling.